mother to New York for a weekend break. He funded holidays and cruises to the Bahamas with her family. He always insisted on doing his own share around the house and loved to cook dinner, especially when Molly wasn't feeling well. When Molly objected to Jason coming home to Ireland for a surprise visit at Christmas in 2014, he booked a cruise for her from Florida so she could attend her cousin's wedding. Everything was okay then for his visit home to Limerick. She had her own credit cards, and Jason paid all the bills. He listened to what she had to say and took an interest in her views and opinions. He tried to learn what she liked so he could make her life happier. When it came time for birthdays or anniversaries, she received only the best of jewelry from firms like De Beers. On one occasion, I teased Jason because he had organized an art class for Molly and her girlfriends, because that is what she wanted. That he was proud of his clever wife was an understatement. Jason was always talking about Molly's interests, views, and achievements. She was interesting, well-traveled, articulate, and well-educated. Jason fell in love with Molly, and his love was loyal and true. In North Carolina, he went above and beyond to make his relationship with Molly work. Jason wasn't just generous with Molly. It was his nature, especially with those he loved. He even arranged for Mag's parents, Michael and Marion, to fly to North Carolina to see their grandchildren. On another occasion, he shared the cost with me of flying our father out to North Carolina for a visit. It turned out to be one of our treasured memories. All of us sitting outside a cabin in the Smoky Mountains, with my father happily racing his grandchildren around the full deck that encircled it. I remember Jason's keenness to bring us to the Smoky Mountains National Park. It was a beautiful day, and the park was amazing. Dad was able to get near to bears in the wild. It was such a brilliant experience and a happy day. My brother was nothing like the person described in the vile accusations leveled by Tom, Molly, and their supporters. To me, it was like they took all of their own personality traits and mirrored them onto Jason. We were powerless, and it was horrendous. He could not respond or defend himself. They had taken his life, and now they were taking his good name. The Martens family's betrayal of him and all that he stood for was a blatant attempt to sway public opinion and help Molly and Tom evade justice. Their actions changed my perspective on the world forever. In Limerick, an annual football tournament is hosted by Jason's former multi-packaging solution, MPS, colleagues in his memory. His workmates in Lexington erected a special memorial plaque and tree to their late boss as a mark of respect. His office was changed to the Jason Corbett conference room. A photograph of him taken by one of his colleagues at the Cliffs of Moher while on a business trip to Ireland now sits on a side table. His European colleagues now play a golf tournament each year in his name. Jason loved golf, and it meant so much to us to have the tournament named after him. The city where he grew up had a book of condolence for him, the first time that Limerick ever had such a book online. A reception was held by the Metropolitan Mayor of Limerick, Councillor Jerry O'Dea, in his honour. Mayor O'Dea and Senator Kieran O'Donnell were among the first Irish politicians to offer their support. To have people come and do that for us, just when we needed it most, and God knows we needed every bit of help we could get at that stage, made all the difference in the world. We were flooded with testimonials to his character. His family, his children, and his friends cherish his memory. The only people who contradict those memories are Tom and Molly. Jason's old Facebook profile reads, "I have 2 great kids. Jack is 6, and my little princess Sarah is 4, and my beautiful wife Molly." But I still struggle to read the prophetic words that Jason chose as his favourite quote for his profile. To this day, I think he was writing with Mags in mind. But the quote would ultimately prove to be tragically true for himself. It read, "Don't complain about growing old, as some people don't get the chance." That quote gives me the strength on the most difficult of days to appreciate life and find the will to cope with the most painful of challenges. We have faced battles we could never have envisaged in a million years. Guardianship, custody, adoption, civil cases over Jason's estate.